We're going to go with Big Ten West to start off.
Big Ten West, okay. First, in the Big Ten West, I have Iowa. They go 10-2. They're going to go 7-2 in their division. Conference, sorry. The reasons for this, we'll go into them deeper later, but Iowa, they're going to be good. And a God's team. God's team doesn't, lose in their own division.
Well, yeah, except twice. God likes to keep things fair.
Right. Then second up, I have Wisconsin. They're going to go 9-3. Because, as I mentioned previous, once you have a good season, it's hard to come back. Purdue, actually not Purdue, Northwestern, I have going 8-4. They go 6-3 in the division. They did good last year. I don't see any reason why they'll go down. They seem to still have some talent. The coaching's good. I think they're going to be solid. Then let me move to Purdue. They're going to go 6-6 and 4-5 in the conference. Purdue have always been kind of average, but they did good last year, like randomly. Maybe kind of fluky, but I think they can pull 6-6. Then going on with Nebraska, 6-6 as well, but they go 3-6 in the division in the conference. Nebraska, they've been going down for a while. Last year they did pretty bad. I remember Nebraska used to be good. They used to be good.
Oh yeah.
Now I don't know if it's coaching. But they're just not good anymore.
It's because it's Nebraska.
It's Nebraska.
What does Nebraska have?
Corn.
Omaha. That's it.
Omaha and corn.
They have a zoo in Omaha.
That's all they have.
That's it. That's all there is in the entire state. There's not a single other city. Don't try and tell me otherwise.
Right. Then next up, I have Minnesota. 4-8, 2-7. That's that's their average record anyway.
It's Minnesota. Minnesota's never been good.
No. Then Illinois, I have going 3-9, 1-8 in the conference.
That's too generous.
Probably. I believe they got 2 wins last year. Lovie Smith was ruined by the Bucks, as you said previously.
Yeah, he dropped. He dropped off ever since he left the Bears,
which is sad.
Very.
Illinois actually has a good history and stuff. They have Hall of Famers.
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
Every college has a good history if you dig deep enough, Josh.
Yeah, like UCF.
Like UAB.
Like UAB. Yes.
Like Idaho, they used to have they had a really good basketball team. That's how they got the name the Vandals.
They vandalized
because they vandalized their opponent. And then their coach was like, we're the Vandals now. And they're like, wow, cool. We break stuff. And so now they're the Vandals. So, my predictions for the Big Ten West. I have Wisconsin, first in the conference, 10-2, 7-2 in the conference. And as Josh said, we're going to get into more detail a little bit later. Second in the conference, I had Iowa at 9-3, 6-3 in the conference. Overall, Iowa's a pretty good team with good coaching. Next, I have Northwestern, who I don't see having to drop off. They just got former 5-star quarterback that transferred there. So I have them going 8-4, 6-3 in the conference. Then next I have Purdue at 6-6, 4-5. Purdue overall is average.
Mm-hmm.
They're all right. Haven't really been great or even good, just middle of the road.
Right.
So 6-6, 4-5 in the conference. Next I have Nebraska, 6-6, 3-6. I already kind of gave a slight bit of rationale by saying that they're Nebraska, which I think is very fair. It's a very valid reason. But no, Nebraska has never really been that good.
They used to be good.
They used to be.
Yeah.
They haven't just been they haven't in recent years.
Right.
They just haven't been good.
Mm.
So 6-6, 3-6 in the conference. Then Minnesota, who are also 6-6, 3-6 in the conference. I mean, I can't remember Minnesota ever being good.
No.
But I'm also still, 16. So I haven't been around the longest.
Yeah.
But I don't remember Minnesota ever being good. Then Illinois, 2-10, 0-9. Lovie Smith, downhill ever since he left the Bears. And I'm pretty sure that if Illinois has another bad season, he's going to get fired.
Probably.
And I think Illinois is going to have another bad season just because they're bad. They just aren't good.
It's kind of hard to like become a great team, like
especially
bad
in a year.
Yeah, unless you're UCF, they can.
Well, if you're UCF, you just jump all around the place.
Right.
That's how UCF does things.
Mm. Yeah, it's strange.
Okay, so Big Ten East.
Big Ten East. First in the division, I have Penn State. Now, Penn State, they've always been good. They should have another solid year. They don't have Saquon Barkley. They probably won't have a running back quite as good or anything, but still,
really? No one quite as good as Saquon Barkley.
Probably not.
What a shocker!
What a shocker! But still, their coach is good. I'm going 10-2, 7-2 division. Second, Ohio State. 10-2, 7-2, but the reason they're second is because they lose to Penn State. Now, Urban Meyer is on leave, and I don't know if he's going to be back or not. And I think that could definitely affect how they go in the season. Just simply because you don't have a coach being able to take them through the season. That's like great. So that could change whether or not Urban Meyer's there. Which we have no idea really.
Well, yeah, that's my same reason with Ohio State.
Mm-hmm. Then Michigan, I have going 9-3. Now Harbaugh's always been all right. I mean, they've been iffy sometimes.
Well, yeah.
But I have them going 9-3. I don't have like a ton of rationale for it. Just besides the fact they've always been decent, So
yeah.
Then next in the division is Michigan State. Now they've been out and down like ever since they lost to Alabama in the playoffs. Terribly. They've been good. They've been able to come back.
Yeah.
But they should come back this year. They were kind of average last year. I'm pretty sure they beat Penn State. So yeah, I have them coming back.
They're always just pretty good.
Yeah. Then next up, I have Indiana going 6-6, which might be a bit high, but
Indiana above Michigan?
No, for Michigan 9-3.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so Indiana goes 6-6, 3-6 in the conference.
I wasn't paying attention.
Indiana, they've always been like somewhat respected in the Big Ten. They're not like Illinois or Maryland,
Yeah. They'd be really good in pretty much any other conference.
Right, yeah.
Any non-Power 5 conference, and they'd be like a top school.
Exactly, yeah. Because Indiana they do good amongst like the bad teams in the Big Ten.
Well, yeah.
Which is, Then I have Maryland going 4-8, 2-7. Maryland, never really any good.
Definitely not good enough to play in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they shouldn't even be there.
No, they really shouldn't.
Because it should be like at least if it was Midwest, I get it, but they're not.
Maryland's not in the Midwest.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not they aren't even close.
Right. So it's like why are they here? Same kind of thing with Rutgers, but I have them going 2-10, 0-9 in the conference because Rutgers suck and they've always sucked. That's not really news. They shouldn't even be in the Big Ten.
They have nice uniforms, though.
They have nice uniforms. That's true.
All right, so in the Big Ten East, I have Penn State, 10-2, 7-2. Penn State still has a really solid offense with pretty good coaching, so I see them doing pretty well next season. They've always been pretty good. Then next I have Ohio State at 9-3, 6-3 in the conference. And like Josh said, they're a talented team. And if Urban Meyer comes back, then I could see them easily going 9-3. But if not, it could definitely affect them in a negative way.
Right.
Then I have Michigan State, also 9-3 and 6-3 in the conference. Mostly because Michigan State's always just been a good team.
Right.
They've always played really well. So that's really the only rationale I have for that. Michigan at 8-4, 6-3 in the conference. Same thing. They've always just been a pretty solid team. They have decent coaching. So I see them doing pretty well next year. Next, I have Indiana at 5-7, 2-7 in the conference. And like I said, if they weren't in any of the Power 5 conferences, they would be a top school outside of the Power 5.
Mm.
And so, I mean, they're okay. They just aren't really.
But when you've got to face like the top teams in the nation,
when you have to face the best teams, they don't really compare very well.
Right.
Then next I have Rutgers, 4-8, 1-8 in the conference. I see Rutgers doing a little worse than I have them, like 3-9, 2-10. But they just aren't a good school. They're just overall pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Maryland, 3-9, 2-7 in the conference. Again, Maryland is just bad. There's no reason for them to be in the Big Ten. So
yeah,
I don't even know why they're here. Mm-hmm. So I don't see how they could get a good record.
Right. And then also we have conference championships for that.
Yeah.
I have Penn State, winning the East, facing Iowa in the West. And basically I have Penn State winning that 35-28. It's decently close.
Wow. Betrayal.
Listen,
I didn't even put Iowa in the conference championship just so that I didn't have to make them lose.
Because, they don't really get it. They can't get it done.
No, I get it.
Outside the regular season.
Yeah, I understand.
It's been when was the last time they won? Was it with Stanzi when they last won the championship?
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember when they first brought in the college football playoffs. And Iowa played Michigan State and we lost.
Right.
And I remember that so vividly.
That was bad.
That was so bad.
Basically, how I see that game going out is it's kind of like even, but then Penn State gets it in the end, and Iowa can't make the clutch drive.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because offensively, I don't know if they would have the talent to do that.
Yeah, that's very fair.
We'll go more in Iowa later, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I have Wisconsin and Penn State in the conference championship. I have Penn State winning that 24-21. Because I feel like they're pretty evenly matched teams, but Penn State's just a little bit better. I think Penn State's going to be able to edge out Wisconsin in the conference championship.
All right.
That's all I got to say about that.